these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another SEC rival, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Oklahoma's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This Red River rivalry has such a history of great finishes, and the Longhorns pulled that one out last year, David.
Yeah, they found a way to get it done. And listen, this rivalry means so much. You think OU Jesse's heard a little bit about this over the last year?
Of course they have, David. And I think both these teams, because of how last year's game ended, they knew this one was going to be a dogfight. They were prepared to come in here and play 60 minutes plus to try to get the double.
The Sooners can really attack on this second and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So the Texas Longhorns offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to...
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back up.
Open field on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And on the defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got it still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They are really clicking along. First and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
Well, Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, running back on the move. Open space at the 25. Got the first down and more. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here. He'll sneak it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a catch at the 15. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the ground and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Back to throw, it's Hoover. They get him up rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Rocket. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He'll keep it himself. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short. Defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
The Longhorns will go for it here on fourth down. That's caught. It's Wingo. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kearney. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains, it's at the 37. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. just keep slinging it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Sooners will punt this one away. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. On the run, it's Gibson. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the give off the left side. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback making checks. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Forced out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a
looking deep. He got it, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Longhorn! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3's coming soon.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Leaves it with the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. It's caught downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Texans! The defense putting points on the board.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield on first down. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's the pressure. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. To the air, it's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They'll open the second half with a run. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He might want another play. They'll toss it to the left. Finds a little space. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
At halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And he reels it in inside the 30.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He makes the catch. Stumbled to the ground.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed. And
he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! And Bevo's really starting to snarl right now, and he'd love to run the Schooner's face right in it, David.
Yeah, they got it cooking. The Longhorns are looking good. In this rivalry game, you got half the crowd with this burnt orange, Jesse, that is going bananas right now.
Boomer Sooners got the weapons, though, guys, on offense. You've got the horses on the outside to turn this thing into a track meet. I know you're down here, but you can change this game. It just takes one play.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Offense gets set for second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. The inside handoff. Breaks into the open. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends. Go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes, but you got to find something to have success.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Here's a hit. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain climb. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Starting to feel a little pressure. Crosses the 30. He's got away. He's loose. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
How great is it on offense when you don't just have receivers and running backs that can make plays, but your quarterback can hurt the defense throwing it and running it as well. The speed, the open field running ability, his ability to make people miss, such a unique weapon in college football, and this team's got a guy.
Oh, he's got some space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll do it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Gibson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Sooners send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll give it to Johnson. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to correct.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the air.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Wingo. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle. It's Craven. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the air. It's Lagway. Takes his shot. Soft spot in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
In the middle, it's Kearney. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like...
There he goes! The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown Sooners! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. The give out of the gun. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Running back searching for a hole. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Longhorns with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Buying some time. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening, he went out and got the first down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now, throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Kent. And he's still running after the move. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdowns. touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because, Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Motion from the wideout. Robinson looking to pass. Quickly complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First play of the drive comes from the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The handoff to Johnson. Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.